And we're live. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my Let's Play Pokemon Blue, Episode 3. Today, we're going to go into Mount Moon, catch a few Pokemon, see how far we can get in, I'd say about a half hour, 45 minutes. We'll see how it goes. In between episodes, I took the time to level up our core team to 13. Our Squirtle is already at 14, so not much leveling required there. And let's get right into it. So, Mount Moon is famous for its never-ending supply of Zubats everywhere to drive everyone crazy. But, you know, you can always run away from them. You don't have to fight 1,000 of them. Let's see, so no one's evolved since the last episode, but I think we might be able to evolve Karen here, and potentially Squirtle as well. Gen 1 mechanics. So in Gen 1, Poison is weak to bug moves for some strange reason, which is why it's super effective there. There we go. And only 54 XP. I think I'll be running from the rest of them just to conserve health. Let's get into a battle. Suspicious men in the cave. Could that be Team Rocket? Dun dun dun. Bug catcher. Oh, perfect. This should be good. Some good EXP for Karen here, since Poison Sting won't do anything. And String Shot will do even less. So one of the things we want to do in this episode while we're in Mount Moon is definitely get a Moonstone. Because once we get to a point where Nidoran, Karen here, evolves into a Nidorino, we can use a Moonstone right away. And that will be a significant jump in power, especially for the beginning of the game. The same thing you do with Nidoran male. When it becomes a Nidorino, you want to evolve it into Nidoqueen, unless you're trying to get double kick on it. But even then, like, you've got to wait so far into the late game for that it's not even worth it. You're better off just using Thrash or teaching it TM moves like Horn Drill, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam. For a Gen 1 Pokemon, it has quite the move pool available via TMs. But its level up leaves a lot to be desired, especially for a poison type, because there wasn't a large sum of moves for poison Pokemon. Same with bug Pokemon. They've come a long way since Gen 1. And we're going to be at this all day. And I want to save the scratches because they've got perfect accuracy compared to Tackle, which only has 95, unfortunately. So I just want to take this time while we're dealing with the hardened Kakuna to ask everyone if you're playing along, how your team is going, and if you've learned anything from the stream, throw a comment down below. And yeah. Hopefully your team's developing quite well. And if you're just watching at home, let me know what you like about the video. Or any constructive feedback that you have for me. Alright, here we go, level 14. Excellent. And we learned Poison Sting. So now we have a same type advantage bonus. Which means we'll do, I think, 1.5 times the normal damage because we're also the same type. Nope, what we got here? More Zubats. We're just going to run from the Zubats. Especially at level 6. It's just not going to give us enough XP. And it's just going to take a lot of time. And use up a lot of PP. Oh, she's waiting for her friends. You think you'd wait outside the cave? Where there's no Pokemon. Or meet up at the Poke Center, but Okay, so let's see here. Give this a switch. Let's give Poison Sting a go, see how much it does. Not a whole lot. But it does have a chance to poison, which is what I'm going for. Because that would be a nice little extra chunk of damage. And hopefully before we get hit with Sing. Let's see how much Scratch does. Not much more. Yeah, might as well go for Poison Sting and hope for that poison. Oh boy. Gen 1 sleep mechanics are not kind, so we will go into... Let's go into Butterfree, who now has Confusion, which is a great move, because Psychic moves are way overpowered in Gen 1. The Psychic type in general, just not having any real weaknesses. I'm surprised that got through the development cycle. But, you know, as the years have gone on, Pokemon has become much better about balancing eventually. Like, there was Gen 5, which was just rampant with fighting types and dragon types, which is probably what led to the creation of the fairy type. Okay, we're just gonna head on down and heal back up quickly. Just because the Gen 1 sleep mechanics are quite punishing. You know, having to wait anywhere from 2 to 7 turns to wake up, and then when you do wake up, that's your whole turn spent anyways. It's not really to our advantage to really let Pokemon sleep. That's one of the nice things about the Pokeflute, is you're gonna lose a turn waking up anyways, you might as well use an item that round. And here we have more Zubats, and we'll just skip over that. Oh. I'll just run away there. Do I want to go? Yeah, I want to go down first, I think. Hey, Geodude. Let's see. We'll switch into stream here. Bubble will probably faint it, but let's see. Yep. So next time we come across one, we'll just use Butterfree's Confusion. Nope. Sneak up on him. You approached me, dude. Aye, aye. Some of these trainers. So thankfully we don't have to worry about Magnet being the Steel type like in Gen 2. So our Poison moves, normal moves, and there's another type Steel resists in the first couple generations. I think it resists Dark in the early generations. But so Magnet in Gen 1 is just purely electric, which allows us to poison it, and that's going to be to our advantage. Gen 1 poison doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's fine for what it is. It's extra damage. It should chip away at this Pokemon for us, so we don't have to worry too much. I'm pretty sure in speedruns, this is one of the characters that people avoid, because I believe his Voltorb has Sonic Boom, which will do set damage, 20 HP every time, same way as Dragon Rage is always 40. So you generally want to avoid that. Also, he's just out of the way. So let's see. Let's switch into Butterfree, because Confusion might KO it. I don't want to be hit by too many sonic booms and just have to deal with that. Ooh, Screech. Good, I missed. So Screech is a 2-stage defense drop. You can be dropped up to 6 stages. But it does have diminishing returns as opposed to boosts. Like speed boosts, attack boosts, really good because it's a doubling as opposed to a fractional reduction. A good example of a nice move that boosts in this generation is Amnesia. If you can get Amnesia on a Pokemon, it's great because Special isn't split yet. So you can be boosting both your attack and special attack, as well as your special defense. You're boosting both your special attack and special defense by 2 stages in this game. It's phenomenal. Alright, we were going to catch it at a Geodude. Let's see. I think Confusion shouldn't kill it because it's not the same type. Butterfree is Bug Flying, whereas Confusion is a Psychic move. And it's only 40 damage, I believe. So we want to bring it down below half. Let's get a couple tackles in. Yeah, that's a crit. That's, Let's see. So we want the Geodude for the Pokedex. It's pretty easy to catch now, as it breaks away, compared to later in the game. I don't intend on doing Master Ball's duplication glitch in this. Like, this is just going to be a standard Let's Play, get to the Elite Four. Maybe, you know, if enough people, if we can get, I don't know, 10 likes by the time we get to the end of the Elite Four on a video, I'll go and do Cerulean Cave. I think it'd be fun. Like, I'll bust out an old guidebook and show you guys that. If we go into Cerulean Cave, because it is a little bit confusing. Yeah, Karen's got lots of HP on her. Rare candy, excellent. I'll save that for later, because I think there's a few spots where I'll want to use it. Like if I do decide to grab a Gyarados, which I doubt I will, just because we've got Squirtle. It'd be handy for something like that, or just getting close to that evolution level up, because it's such a boost in power for a Pokemon that we'll just use the rare candy then. Like say, like we're at level 35, and we want to get that Blastoise. Well, you know, it's a good time to use our rare candies then. Or if you're doing speed runs, there's particular times where you want to use your rare candies to be a high enough tier to take on a gym, or you want to avoid leveling up mid-battle. Because in Gen 1 there's badge glitching, where you would lose your badge boost if you leveled up in a fight, which is unfortunate. But I think I'm pretty sure they fixed that in the next generation. There's actually a guy in Cerulean that we can go to that will tell us what each badge does. Brock's is either defense or attack, I can't remember which one. Lieutenant Surge, I think, is speed. I can't remember what the other ones are, but all nice things to have. More hardening bugs. But, just a sliver left. We're definitely on track to get a Nidoqueen. Also, if anyone is interested on playing this on their own computer, there's emulators all out there on the internet. But once again, if you have a DS, or you have access to an old Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, anything like that, recommend, you know, buying the originals. If you can't get a hold of original, you can also get maybe a flashed cartridge. But definitely supporting the... I always recommend supporting the originals if you can. Whether that's buying the emulated version on the DS through the Nintendo Store. Oh, Paris. Now, to hold that thought for a second. Let's see, do we want to try and catch it? This is probably going to faint it, but let's see. Oh, there we go. We can catch it. Paris, not a good Pokemon to have in your team just because it's super weak to a lot of things because it's bug grass. It's 4 times weak against fire, flying, poison. It's weak to grass. It's weak to... what else is there? I think it's weak to rock, but it might be neutral to rock type moves. There we go. But we're getting it for the Pokedex, just so we can get the HM for Flash. Which we could more than likely get it just on evolutions and alone, but, you know, it's here. We had it in a nice range, might as well catch it for the Pokedex. So let's see, Karen's a little low. We got enough potions, why not? And why not tough off Butterfree there? Just saves a little bit of time on the run. Let's go down that little path there. Anytime in an RPG where you can check out another area, see what's in the neighborhood, always a good idea to investigate. It's a great way to get XP, unless you're trying to speedrun. But generally, I play RPGs for the exploration. I just enjoy it. So I always recommend that to people. When in doubt, poke around. Oh wow, for a rarer find, sure are seeing a lot of Paris. Oh. Yeah, so Scratch is doing that much, and Poison is doing so much more because it's, once again, that 4 times super effective, because it's super effective against both grass and bug. And we're gonna get an evolution. Karen is evolving. Into a Nidorino. So let's take a look at Karen's stats here. So that's a good boost compared to what Nidoran, the female Nidoran, normally has. But keep in mind, like, this is far more defensive than Nidorino and Nidoking. Oh, I knew you were around there. So we're gonna switch you for, I think, Stream for a while. Get our little Squirtle leveled up. I just hope this isn't the level 16 Raticate, because we are in for some trouble when we go to fight that thing. Oh, Sandshrew. Perfect. Bubble should probably take it. Oh, not take it out. Alright, it's only the 1, so it's only going to be double. If it was a Geodude, it'd be 4 times because ground and... Actually, is it super effective against ground? Yeah, okay. Rattata. Yeah, we should be good. Quick Attack. So, Quick Attack is a move that has priority. Same with, in Gen 2, Extreme Speed. I think in Gen 3 they introduced Fake Out, which is an automatic flinch and priority. So there's Quick Attack, Extreme Speed. In Gen 4 I think you get Aqua Jet, which is pretty handy to give water Pokemon that priority. And there's other priority moves, but they're not coming through to my head right now. Can't remember if Extreme Speed is this generation or next one. And there's Water Gun. So Bubble only has about 20 power, whereas Water Gun has 40. Zubat, yes. Let's get Mini some free level ups. With it being flying and electric being super effective, should. you know, make this go by pretty quick and avoid getting confused by Supersonic. Uh-oh. Ah, just leech life. Okay, good. Confusion is just a pain in the earlier generations. I think they dropped the chance of paralysis and confusion in Gen 5 or Gen 6. Just because it was just a very overpowered option. For example, you'd have, I think in Gen 2 you had Whirlpool, Lapras, which would have confusion, and I think it would go for Body Slam to get the paralysis, or it could use Sing. HP up. So let's see. So this is gonna raise our HP a little bit on one character. Let's go with our starter. I was debating putting it on the Nidorino, Karen, just because she's a little bit more tankier, but so is Squirtle. Now we are going to. Oh shoot! I was going to switch that around. Now, if I hadn't used the potions, this would be the point where I would make a Yui and go back to the Poké Center. I should also switch. Well, let's get Squirtle evolved as well. Ooh, actually, no. This trainer here, I believe, has some grass Pokemon, so let's get Griff a few levels. Now, if you're doing a speed run of this, or you want to try a speed run, you want to avoid having trainers walk to you because it takes them a longer number of frames to walk to you than you to go up, talk to them, and walk around, or to just go directly in their line of sight. But since this is just a casual Let's Play, we're going to let trainers walk up to us. We're just going to go with the flow and have fun with it. There's something nostalgic about the Gen 1 music that I really enjoy. I enjoy that 8-bit music in general for most things. It's just, I guess because I grew up on it, it's kind of soothing in a way. It's just like, it just makes me feel happy. And that's free XP right there. So in later generations, growth would be a good move to have on a Pokemon if you're using it in the sun. So setting up with Sunny Day, growth gets double provides a double boost instead of a singular boost to your special, which comes in really handy. So say you're running like a Chlorophyll ability Bulbasaur through to Venusaur, use growth to increase the special. And then using Sunny Day with Chlorophyll ability gives it a speed boost. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. We don't need to fight a wild Zubat. But, free XP. Let's see what's down here. Oh boy. So I'm pretty sure this is the Raticate. Or the guy with the Raticate. So, we'll save it. And I think we'll go with Pikachu, and we'll try to Thunder Wave it just to drop that speed and also have that chance of paralysis. Okay, I think that's a good idea. And we'll top off Squirtle with a potion in case we have to switch in. And let's save. Yeah, level 16 Raticate is not... It's not fun. Even... Even with a Geodude to take... to tank the... the Hyper Fangs, it's still not nice. In the remakes, this guy's much easier to deal with. I believe he has 2 or 3 Pokemon. Oh, is there no Raticate in this one? Could have sworn there was a guy with Raticate. Maybe that's the optional trainer later on. And Confusion. Great. Ah. Come on, Pikachu, break through the confusion. There we go. Oh, it's only an Ekans. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely a different trainer that has that level 16 Raticate. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. Because that will decimate a party. How long have we been going for? Oh, we think we'll make it there in time. We might even make it through Mount Moon in this episode. TM1. What is TM1? I think Mega Punch? Mega Punch. I don't think anything really needs Mega Punch. There we go. Hidden items. There's also a hidden Moonstone that we're definitely going to pick up. I think he's another bug trainer or a youngster. Yep, another youngster. Go Mini! I think Mini should survive. There we go. But we're gonna have to consider healing up. I can't imagine making this original music. Okay, let's get Water Gun fixed. There we go. Oh. Zubat. Stream's got this. Oh, there I go using Bubble. Oh boy. Thankfully, if Stream gets hit, it's not too big a deal because Squirtle's special is higher than its attack, and confusion damage is based off of your attack. So if you got a heavy hitting Pokemon, say like Hitmonlee, you do not, or Tauros, you do not want it to get confused because its own attack stat is going to just hurt so much. Same with Dragonite has a high attack stat. Definitely don't want it to get hit by that. Let's get Squirtle out front. And here we go. Here's our first hiker. I always loved the Gen 1 hiker sprite. Like, they just seem so happy. And then in like the later generations, it's just like a cheery guy, but not like jolly. Like in this one, like they're just so jolly, and like that grin is just ear to ear, and just that they love where they are and what they're doing. I always like that about the original sprite. There we go, Squirtle 16. And so that means we're gonna have our Wartortle soon. I will update the sprites for both of them after this episode. And then, as well as once we get more Pokemon, I will add to the sprites up top. Because I don't think we'll be keeping Butterfree, and I really don't see us keeping the Pikachu long term. Like, it's nice to have for dealing with Zubats if you can't escape, and a few other Pokemon, like the Raticate. But beyond that, I don't see us using it past Misty. And Stream's evolving. When I did use a Wartortle as a kid, I was just like, what is with this vampire turtle? Like, what is going on here? Which is so silly to say, but hey, you think a lot of silly things when you're a kid. And now that we got this Moonstone, let's get our Nidoqueen. And like that, you have a third evolution Pokemon at the beginning of the game, which comes in handy. So remember those low 30 stats? Now we're on the plus side of 30, which is going to help us a lot. Like, we're in plus 30 at level 16 for a few stuff, which is going to be handy, like our special, and our defense is nice, but it's not what we're really worried about necessarily. Because when you do a standard Let's Play of any game, you're looking for speed, you're looking for attack, special attack. Defense isn't as big a deal. It's nice to have someone to switch into to take hits, like if you make a mistake, but they always offer you a free switch anyways. When you get into competitive, then defense, special defense, HP is more of a concern. Because you don't have the option of switching it. Now, is there an item up here? There he is. Okay. I think this is the one with the Raticate. Little kids should leave grown-ups alone. But I want to bug you. You've got a lot of XP that I can get. And yep, this is the Raticate. This has wiped my team on more than one occasion as a Hyper Fang. Oh boy. Do we restart? Let's see. Oh boy, that's not good. I'm hoping for a speed drop off of Bubble, but yeah, we restart. Yeah, Pikachu needs to get that paralysis off if we're gonna take on the Raticate. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if the extra 5 health makes a difference. If we can get off that paralysis, then we'll be good. Because 1, the speed drop, and 2, the chance for them to miss their turn. So if Raticate can go for a Tail Whip, that would be great. Nope, another Hyper Fang. Okay. Is this gonna wipe my whole team? Okay, so new strategy. Sometimes you gotta go back to the drawing board. So Butterfree can survive a hit. So what we'll do is we'll come back like this. We know Butterfree can take one hit. So we'll go with a string shot, and then when Butterfree faints, go into mini, and then go for the paralysis. Should be a greater speed drop, and then maybe we can get a couple hits in. Let's see. I can't believe I'm using string shot, but here we go. Definitely want to make sure that speed's low enough. There we go. Get that in the wave. Okay, quick attack. Yeah, that's not a problem. Ay, ay, ay. And we'll get a growl off. There we go. And that should definitely take the edge off of Hyper Fang. So with the speed drops, it's very unlikely that Raticate will get a critical hit on one of our guys. Because Gen 1's critical hit chance is all based off of speed, right? So the lower your opponent's speed, less likely they are to crit. And there's the paralysis working for us. And we got our crit. And more paralysis. And there we go. Now, let's see. I kind of want Butterfree, but I kind of don't want to walk back. So you can use a rare candy to level up, get the HP boost, reviving your Pokemon, and then use up some potions. So if you don't have a revive, that's one nice thing about a rare candy. And let's put Griff in the front. No Clefairies yet, which is strange. I normally see at least 2 when I go through. Take 2 steps. In later generations, I think they fixed that, where you could go at least 5 without an encounter. But in Gen 1, it's you can get a encounter just turning. Oh, critical hit, nice. Our critical hits are always welcome. Dude, you're like 10 feet from the fossils. What do you mean you'll find them? Let's see here. Squirrel. Just out on the front yard, or the backyard, I should say. Zubat. Yeah, we'll stay in with Griff. Peck at Griff. I'd say peck its eyes out, but it's a Zubat and doesn't really have eyes. Oh boy. Oh, thankfully that missed. didn't make it to level 15. Now, somewhere around here, I think it's to the right of me, is another moonstone. So if you've got both Nidorino and Nidorina in your party, you can evolve them both before leaving Mount Moon. There's another moonstone. I'm pretty sure it's to the right here. I think there's 5 moonstones you can get. There we go. Okay, so this guy is one of the many reasons why I keep a Butterfree in my team. Oh, they're both his, so what? I'm getting one of those fossils. So since he's got a lot of poison Pokemon, Butterfree using Confusion is great here. As long as it doesn't, as long as it doesn't get disabled. Because you really want it for the coughing, because the coughing will just poison your whole party with smog or poison gas or something. Voltorb. Let's get Karen out. Show off the new sprite. Gen 1 sprites, everyone. Gen 1 sprites. Doesn't look that much different from Nidoqueen 2, which always confused me. Just spiky mass. Just there. We're still making good time. This is a little bit longer episode than what I wanted, but I kind of want to get us out of Mount Moon. And like that. See, the coughing is much easier with having that confusion. Unless you're running one Pokemon you just overleveled, because coughing is a little bit of a defensive wall, kinda. Weezing's more so, but takes quite a few hits. So what fossil do we want? Helix? Yeah, let's go with the mythical god Pokemon from Twitch Plays Pokemon, the Lord and Savior Helix. And we are almost out of Mount Moon. And I think we'll call it there. I think 45 minutes long is quite long enough. We'll give it a quick little save there. And hopefully you're enjoying this Let's Play, and hopefully you're enjoying playing along or just enjoying the stream. I'll catch you next time. Peace.